Are you trash at 2K? Well, guess what? So was I. I'm ass, my nigga. I mean, damn. Do you want to go from this to this?
Whoa, I want to know where I can go when you're not around and I'm feeling down. So won't you stay for a moment so I can say I.
Well, stay tuned because today I'm going to be giving you guys 3 reasons why you suck at 2K. Now, before we start, I want to explain to you what this video is exactly. First, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you suck at the game. Then after I give you the rules, we're going to go over a full gameplay clip and I'm going to walk through and nitpick everything that we did wrong, and I'm going to show you how I use these rules or reasons specifically in that exact game. If that sounds like something you're interested in and can help you get better at these games, then please continue to watch, like, and comment. Other than that, enjoy. You need to watch your opponent. This rule is why a lot of people are struggling at this game. How are you gonna know what to do if you're not watching your opponent? Your opponent should be determining how you play. At least it does for me. There's a lot of things you can learn by just looking at somebody and noticing how they're playing. So let's say you're playing a lockdown. 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be playing a hip, a side. He's not gonna stand in front of you. He's gonna wait for you to dribble the ball one direction so he can get it easy steal. He probably has a 99 steal, glove Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna play your hip. Most dribblers, they dribble one way and then they dribble right back, and then that's how they dribble. So it's easier to get a steal if you play one side because they're just accustomed. If you're not looking at your opponent, you're just accustomed to dribbling one way and then right back the other. That's what I do. I have a small point guard with a 99 steal, and I literally play a hip. Some people notice it, most don't. And this is what he's gonna do. This is why you have to pay attention to your opponent, because if your opponent is determining how you play, it's gonna happen to you once or twice, and then you're gonna be like, "What? Why am I getting ripped so easily?" And then boom, you realize he's playing your hip, and now you know how to guard him. Quick note: if somebody's on your hip, literally just hezzy the opposite direction that they're on the side of, and then go that same direction. Don't switch the ball handle because he's gonna be spamming your hip. He's just gonna start spamming stealing your hip side. Literally just. He's on your left side, you got the ball in your right hand, stop, and then go to the right side, easy dunk every single freaking time. This is why it's important to watch your opponent, because you don't notice that if you literally have a set of moves that you're gonna do every time you try to score. So what I mean by your opponent determining your moves is if he plays high, you go low, you go for a dunk. If he plays low, you have to shoot the ball. If he's not scared of your three, he's not gonna step up. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's just gonna drop down immediately every time you go for a dunk. So if he's playing low, you need to shoot the ball. If he's playing close to you, that's where you could do your 1-2 dribble moves, speed boost right past him, and go crazy. Which leads into my next rule. You need to be a 3-way scorer at the least. This is one of my own creations. It basically means you need to have at least 3 ways of scoring. Each one of these ways of scoring, you need to have at least a 90% chance of hitting it if left alone. So my player personally is really good at dunking. So I usually try to start the game off by dunks. I try to get easy blow-bys, and then, because you don't need to be an amazing dribbler. You don't have to be Steezo to get an easy fucking slash. So I go for a slash. I do like 1-2 quick moves. If he's playing close, I'll just blow right past him, get an easy dunk. Now, eventually, what's going to happen is he's going to change it, because he can't play you close. You're getting a dunk every single time. It's a 90% chance you're going to hit this dunk if he plays close. So he's going to try to change something up. He's going to either step back, like, oh, let me see if this guy can shoot. Or he's gonna try to play a hip or ask one of his teammates for help. It depends on the person. So you need to notice this. I start off with slashing, then he's gonna change the way he's guarding me, and I'm gonna have to react to it. So let's say I'm slashing, boom, come back down, slashing, boom, and then I get the ball again. Now I come down, he's gonna change something. Let's say he steps down, I have to shoot. So that's the second way of scoring. Now this doesn't always work because it's like a guessing game. If you only have 2 ways of scoring, eventually he's gonna guess right and he's gonna get a stop. And then he's gonna learn you, he's gonna learn your tendencies, and you know what I'm saying? You don't want him to feed off that confidence. So This is why I always say have 3. My third way of scoring is fade. So the fade to me is like my most consistent shot. This is like my bread and butter. I don't usually do it unless I do it, but I save it for clutch moments or really comp games. I don't usually do it all the time unless I'm feeling really good that day. Like I'm just hitting everything, I'll bust it out early. But usually I save it to the end of the game. Of like a close game, he hasn't seen me fade all game, so then he's just expecting me to shoot a 3 or take an easy dunk. And then next thing you know, I'm going down for an easy dunk, and then I just curve out to the 3 and take a fade out of nowhere. Then he's like, what the freak just happened? So that's how I use my third move, but you know what I'm saying? You guys have your own play style, and you can take this and adjust it as you see fit. Remember, you need to take these 3 moves, and you need to play with them. You need to, when he thinks you're going to do one thing, you need to do the other. You haven't showed him your third move yet, and it's a close game. You need to bust that mug out when you need it. I'm sorry. This is something you'll get better at as you do it, but once you get good at it, you realize it's a you versus them thing, and you can read your opponent a lot better than you think. Rule number 3, reason number 3, whatever you want to call it, you need to be confident. A lot of these games are going to come down to split-second decisions. Shots where you're not going to be able to think, oh, is it open? Should I take it? You're going to have to trust yourself, notice it's open, and take the shot immediately. No time for hesitation. The main thing I noticed from watching my earlier gameplay footage of me playing 2K and to now is I was not confident at all, bruh. Whenever the game got to a split-second decision, bruh, I started panicking. My teammates would start panicking, passing out of open shots, wide open dunk. I remember one gameplay clip, I had my center had an open dunk. Jumped up for the dunk, passed out of it, panicked, threw it to me. I took a fucking shot, panicked, threw it to my other teammate, and then he had like 3 seconds left to try to make something happen. So this is very important, bro. And what you'll notice is if you're actually one of the team that's able to stay calm in this situation, you'll actually notice that the other team is actually nervous as well.
Well, actually.
One thing that I noticed that teams do when they're nervous is they start to pass the ball a lot more. But towards the end of the game is where you can get one of them tip passes and get an easy fast break point to end the game. Now you might be thinking, Poti, I've been playing the game for 8 months, bruh. I ain't got no confidence in myself, dog. And to that I would say, damn, nigga, put some bass in your fucking voice. But nah, let me tell you how to get that, bruh. There's literally only one way to be confident. And sadly, it requires a lot of losing. You're gonna have to lose, bruh. Only get confidence from being in tough situations and noticing that you can come out of them. How you gonna notice you can come out of them if you ain't never in the, or you panic every time you in the fucking tough situation?
It's facts! It's facts! These are not facts. These facts are not facts. It's facts!
There's literally no easy way to get used to. I'm sorry. It's just what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to be in those close games, and you're gonna have to ask for the ball, and you're gonna have to sell your team, and they gonna have to snap on you a couple times, and then you, after a while, you're gonna figure it out. But that's literally the only way I had to explain it, bro. Don't run from the nervousness, bro. Just step head first into that shit and keep trying until eventually you get it down. You're gonna sell. Trust me. I've been there. My record was a 55 at first. Nigga, I still sell. But what I'll tell you is now is that I'm a lot calmer in these situations. And I can tell you, my team trusts me to hit that last shot because they see me do it so many times that when I miss it, they're surprised. They're like, huh, wait, what just happened? So what I want to say is if you're the leader of the team or you feel this nervousness in your teammates, you got to take over. Y'all can't all be nervous. Somebody got to step up and take the lead. But yeah, practice this and eventually you'll get it down. Okay, so now that you got all your reasons down, I'm finna be going through the game. I'm gonna break down at least the most important parts because the whole thing isn't important. But I'm gonna break down the most clutch moments and where we made mistakes and, you know what I'm saying, what we could have did better. And, you know what I'm saying, so you don't make the same mistakes later on in the future. Now, this guy, Tiller2k, is an actual Twitch streamer. Like, he has like an 89 win percent. And, yeah, when I pulled up his Twitch, he had like 50 viewers watching. So, let's see how this shit go, man. You know what I'm saying? Reason number 1. I told you I start off the game with dunks. You he's playing. He's filling me out. I'm filling him out. I'm surprised he didn't start off with the lock on me. Usually when you go up against a small guard, they start off with a lock. Mistake number 1. Learn this and learn this fast, bro. When you are in clutch games, you cannot miss, bro. I mean, you can, bro, but the game is usually going to come down to 1 or 2 stops, bro. So just know each time you're missing, you're putting your team at a deficit. And you're adding like more stress on your teammates. It happens though, you know what I'm saying? I miss too. But that's a good shot. Wide open. Good defense though. Oh, made up for it. I thought he made up for it, I mean. See, now where we could have been up, we're playing at a lower deficit. Now we're the ones, you know what I'm saying, trying to put pressure on them. Or they're putting pressure on us instead of us putting pressure on them. He misses, see. This is where we're supposed to take advantage of it. And I'm trying to do everything. I remember I told you, only shoot the fades when you need them. It's a clutch game. It's a tough game. So I'm shooting it from the beginning. I'm not wasting no time. Mind you, his win percent is way better than mine. When you get in these close games, you can't get upset about when people do stuff like that and they get buckets on you, because chances are you're not really going to stop a good team too many times. Yeah, like I said, it's going to come down to 1 or 2 misses. He missed me right there. Look, he reaches. I'm wide open right here. That's an open 3. That's a good shot. He misses that too, though. It happens though, you know what I'm saying? You go through so you know that you didn't make too many crazy like mistakes. Like our mistakes isn't like defensive breakdowns or dumb plays. Like we're literally just missing open. And now he's locked in. He's probably not gonna miss no more this game. Or if he does, it's like 1 more. And that's why I say each shot is important. Terrible shot. Terrible. This is my first time watching this back. I didn't even, what the? I don't know why he shot that. It is what it is, though. We be doing crazy stuff, I guess. That's a good board. I got it. I'm going for a fade. I'm telling you, I don't even usually shoot fades this much unless I'm feeling it or if it's a really tough game. It's a tough game. Only reason I knew this was a streamer is because my 2 guard called it out. You know what I'm saying? I used to play small guard, so I kind of know like what he's wanting to do. But you can't stop these niggas for too long, I'm telling you. Once they get in their bag, they in their bag. So I'm trying to do everything to keep this little lead as possible. Fuck it. I mean, as long as it's a 2, I'm not really too mad because I assume I could come down and get a 2 at least almost every time. At least that's what I assume. See what I'm saying when I say he's a lockdown? He's playing my right hip. I notice it. I do 1 hezzy and I go left side. This is what I'm talking about when I say notice what your opponent is doing. You see him on my right side? Hezzy, boom, easy 2 every single time. That's how locks play you. This is a tough shot because he was tired and he got a slow animation. That's a tough shot. I thought he missed it. I'm feeling good though. I got tape. I haven't missed yet. I'm feeling good, so that's probably what was going through my mind at this moment. Like, if he slacks, I'm shooting it, but I'm more than likely going for the 2. See how he's playing my right hip? Switch the lock back on me, of course. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going straight up every time, bro. He's a lock, bro. That's how they play you. Watch. Look where he's at. Boom. thinks I'm going right. I'm going left. See, that doesn't happen if he stays in front of me, but since he wants to play on the side, I can just hesitate. And he's not really shooting threes like crazy, so I can just go for a 2 every time right now. Now this was good, bro. Cause I was clamping that up. But you know how they do. And then right here, bro. All them other mistakes, bro, we've been making, they're bad mistakes, bro, but we not in the late game yet. So I guess you could kind of come back from this right here. When their point guard is starting to get their momentum back, I'm going crazy. Like, this can't happen. This right here, that just can't happen. Make sure you call it out when your teammates are making mistakes, so they know what not to do in the future. Yeah, but that was terrible. Yeah, he's feeling it. Look at him. He going crazy. I'm just in my head right now. I'm like, all right, no threes. I got take. I can get I can give him a 2, and then I can come back down and knock down a 3, and we still got pressure on him. That's what I'm thinking. But he's not letting that happen. He was still playing my hip. I could have went down for the 2, but I was feeling a little greedy. This right here, game changer. He didn't know it at the time, but this shot is wide open. Look, that's wide open. He reaches, he's wide open. I wanted him to pull this so bad, bro, because this is what we needed. But he didn't know that was an open shot. He assumed it was contested. I'll tell you what, though, after I told him this was open, he didn't believe me, but like 2 games later, he got this same shot. He took it. It was green. So he learned, you know what I'm saying? That you don't got to win them all, bro. You can take this loss now and then learn it in the future, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he passes it. He doesn't want to sell. I feel you. And then I'm like, damn, I got it. We have to score. We can't not score. So I just say, fuck it. Go for the 2. Back down. Now, this one right here, I'm like, all right, bro. No threes. But he's locked in, bro. I'm reaching. I'm like, bro, 90 still, bro. Give me something, 2K. Give me something. And he gets the crab off. Nice move. That's a nice move. And we lose. Now, the reason I'm showing you guys a loss is because I feel like you can learn a lot more from a loss than a win. I mean, when I do this again in the future, I'll definitely do a win. But for now, I just wanted the first one to be a loss to show you that you can still learn from these games. My teammate, he learned from that shot that he could have taken in that corner. And that's what I said when I mean confidence. Because if he would have had full confidence in himself and he known that he could hit that, he would have pulled that shit. He would have been up 1. But it is what it is. We made some mistakes here and there. They made like 2 and 1 turnover, so they made like 3. All in all, it was a good game, something you can learn from. Record your games and go back and break it down and see what you did wrong and try to learn from them. I got mad L's recorded, and I just go back and study it. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. You're gonna love me then. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. And if this leads to pain in the end, just let me know. Just let me know. I always thought we could be better as friends. But you won't know. So if you're gonna hurt me then